Hi, this is Tony with Deconstructing the Mix. Today we're going to talk about the bass for the song called Alley. Let me just pull up the bass here. Let's just show you what's going on here with the bass. I have not touched this project in years, and in fact I see that I started recording videos on this. Let's just look at the bass here real quick. So we've got a Lindell 80. The Lindell is kind of like our channel strip. Yeah, it's going to do that because we're running OBS at the same time. So what we're doing here is we've rolled off some of the high end. That's interesting. Oh no, we've added a ton of high end, sorry. And then we've also boosted the mid-range a little bit and a little bit of the low end at 110 hertz. So there's a dip in the mid-range. So we're at the upper mids, right there, 4.8. So you can see here. So there's the preset Alley Please Me bass. We rolled off 45 hertz. Interesting. What would it sound like with it off? We have a little bit of, well, we're going to experiment with this off here in a little bit. Now this, if we just have this here. So with the Kramer HLS channel, the trick to this. So boosting it at 60 hertz, roughly about 1 dB, actually gives it just a tad bit of punch. That's the only reason why this is instantiated. And then I have this. I boosted the highs up a bit, actually the low as well, a little bit of drive. Reason why I put SansAmp directly on the bass track, I don't like putting it in parallel. I know a lot of people are crazy about, some people just put everything in parallel. When it comes to like saturation, some kind of processing with the bass, I like to put a SansAmp directly on the track. And then I've got it going here through a CLA2A. Not much. I probably should put that on there. It just says I'm listening to it because this is only doing a few things. Oh no, it's actually more compressed than I thought it was. The distortion, of course, is going to naturally compress a little bit from the PSA, from the SansAmp. And then we'll see how hard it's hitting tape, soft tube tape. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. There we go. True to form, it's either A or C. I usually don't like using B at all. And I'm cranking this up like crazy. So let's just go here. Add something to it, but it's not a lot. Yep, of course it's going to do that. Come on. It's seen better days, hasn't it? So that's the bass for you. As you can see, we have a lot of fader moves on here for the bass. In fact, let's just go here and see what we're doing. Those are the vocals, the bass we have, some fader moves here. drop it here a little bit. Yeah, we dropped it because we want the vocals to stick out a little bit more. And then here on the VCA, I think we've already consolidated. Yeah, or coalesced everything. So that's the bass. There's not a lot to it. The bass, you can see here, we just, right? It's probably a little bit too loud here. Which we want to highlight more, right? But not much to it. But the bass, this part, interesting. Let me just hear what's going on here. Sounds like it could be a little bit. That's an interesting choice. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, that's the bass for you. Not much more to say about this, and I hope to see you in the next video. So I'm going to pause it here and go on to, whoops, I don't want to do that. I'm going to pause it here and go on to, I think we haven't done the synths yet, or in the drums, so we'll do another video on that here soon.